Hi, fire signs. How are you? It's Kimberly. I'm doing a reading to see what you're doing mid-August. Okay, we're going to look at some Dharma Karma, which is a major arcana cards that I created with my first wooden deck. I really never picked up a wood gun, but I like it. Anyway, we're going to get what the fire signs are doing each individual. So it would be Aries, okay, Sag, and Leo. All right, so let's see what's going on. Well, the three that they showed me above were definitely an unknown. Maybe Aries, you're dealing with a Pisces. Maybe that something was revealed to you or yourself, okay? You know, an Empress, definitely. Energy, maybe you felt like someone was not using your intuition. You've been reflecting for something for a minute. I can feel that. You know, there may have been something you were trying to balance in your own energies, having to make a decision. So, what you did pull through the door was maybe a decision having to do with a soulmate and also finding the patience to do it. It felt like a tower moment to you with these three coming in for you. You know, I'm just going to give a little what Aries could expect. Okay, then we're going to go look at Sag next. But I want to get a little more into the Aries first. See, I knew Emperor was coming up. I think the decision that you made coming through, you had just reasons to make it. You made good judgment, is what they're saying. And you know, it was referencing to yourself, to something unknown as well. So, you know, I think you had it right there. You knew what you were doing. Yeah, it felt horrible, but I think you felt, you know, the horrible to resist a transformation. Yes, sometimes that can be hard. Sometimes you can resist. But, you know, you don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. You thought about it. Maybe there was a female energy present. Again, the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You knew, you felt like somebody left you hanging for a lot. There was a lot of resisting, leaving you hanging. What do I do? You know, the decision to do this Tower moment that you brought forth. There was some toxic with the devil here. Closed book, because this is the front of my deck. I'd like to see, yeah. You know, I only made them 4 days ago, so I'm not familiar with all of them, but I will, you know, I made them, so there's a little different energy with it. Anyway, this could be someone older than you. You know, there's healing coming in, sun upright. I'm going to get some smaller aspects of what the crown thought of how you feel you did coming through. Did you make a new decision? I seen the magician. I seen the fool present. So, yes, I believe you did. And there's the sun. So you definitely used your passion and what you wanted to do. I felt you didn't want to go through any more. May have been toxic. That's what was revealed. So I like your decision so far with your crown thought. Yeah, chariot, master movement. You figured out. Now here we go. We have an aspect of that, all right? Something being hidden and something being revealed. This would be the unknown, you know, but having to handle it. You look like, I've been there, done that. Sorry, I've been there, done that. I'm not doing that again. So something has been revealed. You took the reins right here in a master movement. Now you could have moved forward with somebody else, but there was a reason why there was an expansion and why they're bringing me to this attention, which I didn't even realize that I had drew. You see this U shape? Maybe there is a link to something that you want to growth with. You would feel it was a block with this person. There's been many reasons why stagnation. I've seen that too, maybe of toxicity or a trap or a karma or a twin flame. You felt like you've learned a lot, but you don't feel like the other person's doing anything. There was an unknown to that chariot, but there was a totality in how you felt about your own strength. That's what's coming in. Why I blocked that is because Your Emperor keeps coming up. The Sun keeps coming up. Your Mars ruler is almost backing you up. This has been a long decision that had to be. It took a while for you really to realize maybe you didn't want something. All right. We're going to get one major energy on Aries just to look, how you did with this sun coming through. We're going to look at a story you came through. Let's get a peek at what the end of August might look like for our lovely Aries. Then we're going to go into Sag. All right, here we go. This is for our lovely Aries. We're going to peek at their book for 2020, end of August, please, Spirit guys. Okay. So look, there's been a gentleness. I think when you made this decision, you really took it into consideration. It made you feel a little better as well. A kinder, more childlike. Maybe you would have liked to think that the person, it has an innocence about them, but they come with a lot of chaos. But they also showed you in a lesson that's made you strong. They're bringing my attention to the lilies. In that Tulsa trap, the decision, this is the opposite of the Tulsa trap, if you notice. So these lilies in strength, what might have been toxic and revealed to you is that you understand it. Maybe you're not taking it as hard. You're a little disappointed there with the growth, but you had to make that final decision for 7 to come through that 8. And look at the duality in number 11. That's why those butterflies and all look like lilies are there. Yeah. Yeah, you had a lot of patience in this. It took a while. You were trying to be patient. You were hoping something changed, but it didn't. Yeah, no. There's a trust issue here. I don't like to read these upside down, but it did come up upside down. There was a trust issue. Something happened in the past. So you have a hard time looking forward, Aries. Let's get a smaller aspect on that. What chakra you might be working on with this, in the story as well. We'll get a smaller aspect. Why is patience here? It's temperance. You might be dealing with a Sagittarius. You may want to slow up, maybe slowly but surely. You noticed this person wasn't so innocent they claimed to be. Yeah. Something wasn't right about something, and you noticed it. It wasn't strong, and maybe you realize this in a soulmate. Maybe they, have a little innocence about them, or they portray to be innocent about them. You realize this relationship was through thick and thin, but there's also a mistrust here, so that overrides it. Yeah. A lot of combat strife with this that wasn't strong, it wasn't necessary. So you don't want to go through with it again. So I like your decision to heal something. Sometimes relationships that just didn't work out. Okay, here we go. Yes. But you find a way. I love your story so far coming into August because, look, you got yourself here. You got the sun here. You find a way. Whatever the answer is yes. If you made the right decision. Oh, I just dropped my new phone. That's why I needed a new phone. Anyway, this is that you don't trust it. You thought there was a lot of combat strife. You're going to make a new decision. The answer is yes. There's still an energy. You wished it. There's a pent up energy in yourself that says, don't go to the past. Don't go to that. You don't even want to think about anything negative. Like you really understood what you brought through this portal. I like that in August. Yeah. Yeah, 6 of Swords. You smoothed out so many things since last August, since last portal, that may have made it rigid. There was a lot of things that you had to do, a lot of quick decisions, a lot of things were coming at you. And maybe this soulmate wasn't strong for you or wasn't there for you like you expected. So again, there was a disappointment. So, you left an energy with you. So you kind of just said, nah, your idea is just to keep going and keep walking, that red road of yours. There is an energy, I want to say you're waiting for something that you really tried to clear out, within thought process and strategizing as well and communication. Yeah, okay, look at this. Aries. Are you kidding? Emperor. You really thought about yourself, what you have cleared out. This is what the thought is, the third eye. You communicated a lot You removed a lot. You feel lighter because you had a conversation. You expressed what was in the heart here, this energy that was pent up for yourself. You know, you felt, maybe there was good times and bad times, but there was also a block. That's what I felt, in trust, because that did come upside down. I flipped it right. But there's still that energy of mistrust because this would be at a resting point. So, you want to finally put something to rest. You recognize the energy. Yeah, you're planting seeds forward. There's double patience here, double trying to find your own seeds, what you're going to do with them. So you're going to notice something in August. There's still a reflection of it because you're looking, if you notice the face, even together, one is looking this way. You did make a decision though. I want to let you know that. But now there's another waiting period to resolve that energy of that unknown decision that you kind of knew coming through the door. There's been something revealed with that moon upside down there. Oh yeah, temperance. Please be patient. They're asking you again. Something I think is better coming for you. Let's get an ending energy for Aries. I know I go a little longer, but I want to give you the best advice I can. I care. And I'm an Aries. So, Aries Nation, here we go. So listen, I told you, maybe you felt somebody was holding back expression, holding you back from being your true self. You knew something, there has been a lot of healing with you, the lotus, a lot of thinking right there. The veil coming down, you was hoping that someone expressed themselves, but you were patient with it, but you wind up doing it here, which you feel a little lighter for. So there's a major conversation. Hmm. Yeah, you were maybe two minds dealing with the shallow self. Maybe you think somebody else didn't deal with their shallow self. They stand behind the fence. They don't really come clean. There's a trust issue there. And I think you are going to be pleased with the way you made this decision. You don't want to break no one's heart. You don't want it to come through. I don't see no lightning in here. So I want to say that you knew this was coming. You really went deep before you walked through that door, huh? Yeah, your ancestors were right behind you with this. You understand past life. This relationship may have a past life meaning to you. You try to think of soulmates in a whole. There's a younger innocent around you also, but makes foolish decisions and comes with a lot of drama. And I think that's where that toxic came in my cards. We're going to give you one more ending with that cards. But I want to let you know that your ancestors approve of the obstacles that you clear. Yes, they understand that you have an energy. They know that you're gaining some healing and some emperor qualities through that door to be able to master move for yourself. So something was revealed to you, a lot of lessons, all right, but also a wonderful idea that they really respect you for. So yes, 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 Aries. There's something that you've been through with, bridge over troubled water. You already passed the bridge. You don't want to turn around. You're moving forward on your path. You've had some light shed upon you. You've had that light, and I think your ancestors and your spirit guides really admire your intuitional skills, okay? I'll tell you that. You're very intuitive. I feel that. All right, Aries, it looks good. There's some energy that I just don't want to leave you hanging because you cleared so much. You are going to know what to do with this energy. That's what it's saying. I don't know if Spirit Guide wants to end that. Yeah. With the Six of Wands. You know what to do because this is all in communication. Maybe you have to, reorganize something the way you express. I also feel paperwork, right? I feel an innocence in you by mid-August. There's something that you want to do. And you find it exciting in a way. It's a passion of yours, okay? It was also realizing that maybe, you didn't trust something and you had just reasons to. But there's something as another soulmate. Maybe you're calling in your soulmate because you don't realize when something's revealed and you walk through or you make a big decision like I see you did, because the Emperor does make big decisions. The Emperor is the type of energy, and you had it twice. Maybe it was two major decisions you had to do. You know, the Empress sits back, they're quiet, they're solitude, but they have to make decisions for their soulmates, their home, their family. So if you notice there was a Cancerian energy that was revealed that was toxic to you, and you tried to be kind about saying, let's go, it's over, you know, this friendship ain't working, you're almost feeling the energy of having to make that decision. So I don't want you to think about that. You made the good decision. Your ancestors backed you up. Your spirit guides are there. You're intuitive. You already knew it. All right? You're grateful. I think you did it kind enough, whatever the decision you had to do, or let someone down. Don't think of it as breaking a heart. There was secrets there, High Priestess. And you knew it. You already knew something was going to be a tower moment. So you reflected, you used your acorn energy, you know, the unknown. You figured it out how that growth was going to be. You found your strength. I love the Aries. Let's go to Sag. Here's Sagittarius, please. I would like all the wooden cards to start with out of my deck. We're going to put you back here, Aries. With the final, I want to say you're going to find a way. Just keep remembering that you had a victory here. So, Aries, I like your cards. You know, I think you did well. Now, Sag, we're going to use a different deck. I might look at some of your chakras. We'll see. You know how I roll. I let the reading take it. That's why I make different paintings. That also, painting is a new path, not a stalemate, a new one. Clearly, you're going to know what to do, Aries. Don't worry, you got this. That's what I keep hearing from my spirit guides. All right, Aries, here we go. This is for our lovely Sagittarius, please, for the end of August. They want me to flip the whole deck. There's something toxic with you that they want to talk about. Yeah, you know it in this hermit stage. I think you're going to use your intuition as just reasons, and hopefully you'll make a good decision, Sag. There's something you're really observing, and I think it's in yourself. Yeah, I knew that. Sun, there's some healing with an Emperor. You might be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio as well. Sagittarius, yeah, there's something that's maybe there's been a transformation that you don't feel complete with. You really didn't express or start to. You know, you held it for a minute. There might have been a passing. Yeah. Yes, 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 yes. You know, the universe is asking you to use your judgment right now, going through this portal at the end of August. Maybe there's a relationship that just might come back around to you. You could be dealing, you know, something with a Leo, or you were involved with something with a Leo. Yeah, and or Gemini. You know, you're really reflecting a tower moment right here. But there's something you're holding. You know, and you're holding it strong. You're not saying nothing. You're holding your grounds for something, but there's something that you're realizing. Wow. You really keep getting the sun, so I'm going to give it to you. All right? You know, there's a healing aspect coming through this door, something that you know you have to heal. Yeah, there's been a resistance right there. We're going to take that one. This is take that one. This is for our lovely Sagittarius. You know, there's been a revealing and a karmic lesson that you're thinking about, or something that you did that you didn't, you know, that maybe intuition was questionable. So that's what's going to be reviewed to you. You did get the world energy. You feel like a lot of karma is coming around from soulmates, or you're looking at the karma of judging soulmates. Sorry, Sag, I'm going to give it to you. All right. So the crown thought of this is that you really want to change something. You know, you really want to use your intuition in a tower moment. Because if you don't, you realize there's going to be another tower moment. You have a scorpionic energy, scorpionic completion, scorpionic passing. You also have a healing of Mars. Mars is your ruler as well. Let's see what this crown thought is. Yeah, they're asking you to use your intuition here. Twice. You're very intuitive. You feel protected, but there's something also that you want to complete. You feel it's been a tower moment for a minute. Yeah, you want to find a little bit of energy that's playful. There's somebody that you miss. You know, you could be thinking of someone younger. You got a Virgo in front of me. I feel Virgo. There's something that you're double reflecting. You've got the hangman, you got the reflection here. So you're reflecting something of a lesson. You know, maybe you thought about it. Maybe you realize where you resisted coming through the door. You really are in your thought process with the intuition here. You're very highly intuitive. I say that. So I think that's the energy of a lot of fire signs lately. You know, they operate the head. Yeah, there's a choice you have to make. You know, and there's a lesson in your choices. That's what you're reflecting, a choice. So you're making a major choice here. You're looking down. Try not to look down because you have something in your heart that radiates from your heart. You know, Sagittarius is you're very spiritual. You have the energy to pour positive and negative, positive. Now, don't sit in the negative too long. That's what I'm saying. If you're reflecting, use your intuition. Yeah, there's a change. If you know that you will feel better. You're blessed with the way you learn something. I love that. You know, you really do want to heal. You know, you've been really reflecting or just kind of staring out. Playing with your hair, playing with your hair, playing with your hair, staring out, playing with your hair. So there's something that your intuition is trying to tell you. You're feeling it, but you're almost ignoring it. Yeah, there's something that you're still resisting. You're still getting that. This is the devil, the energy of, you know, praying for something. You know, there's a power here. There's something that's holding you. So you really realize this, Sag. You realize there's a power over a choice you're making. You want peace with it. You know, inside you want peace with it. Yeah, you want peace. You're trying to do the right thing. You really are. You're not saying nothing, but you're projecting that things are okay. But there's something in your choices that are not making you feel okay. It's almost taking your innocence is becoming a tower. You know your intuition. You're almost fighting with it. Try not to do that, Sag. You're listening. You're listening to your intuition. You're listening to your shallow side. Okay, sometimes the brain splits in two, so you can say, you know, you should, or you know, what are you doing? What am I doing, man? I gotta change. I gotta make a choice to do something. I know it's killing me. Maybe you're reluctant to make that change, but you find yourself thinking about it, playing, you know, staring out. Both of these images in this card, this people are staring out. You see that? There's strength above you. There's an innocence. You know, something that you want to get to the bottom of with the root here to make a lighter feeling for yourself. You know you're going to make a decision. Because if you don't, the tower moment's coming in and you realize this. You're taking this lesson with grace. Let's see what your story is. Yeah, I knew it. You're going to be purified if you just release something. And it's something that you're doing. It's a hard one, this one, because, you know, I feel for you. I feel, don't beat yourself up for your choices. If your body is telling you and your intuition is telling you that you can do better, and maybe you're realizing there's some kind of restraint here with the power card that's taking away your innocence. You know, sometimes when we get into any kind of habit forming thing, you know, it takes, or if it was really negative for you, or the choices you were making were negative, it takes about 6 months before you even recognize. Maybe if you had a clutch, or so, for example, if you got really heavy, you forgot how free it is to move thinner. Okay, so whatever clutch that you might be moving, whether it be drugs or anything, I hate to bring it up, but it is an epidemic. But it takes about 6 months, 6 to 8 months, maybe even a year before your brain even recognizes it, because it becomes a pattern. So the sensors in your brain want to repeat it. That's why the rat will eat cocaine until it dies, proven in a lab, right? So your brain tells you something else. Anything you want to do, whether a diet, it's used to something. So you always hit a low when you change something this major in a choice, because I feel it's a major choice because the tower is here with it. It does reveal itself to a more playful energy of what you're really like. You know, say you hurt yourself and you had to take a medication for 6 months and you noticed you were nasty on it, or you weren't yourself, and just, but you had to take it, right? You notice the way you feel. It's going to take 6 months to heal to get back to the real you. And I think that's what a detoxing means. You know, whether it be anything, a diet, you can really be eating a lot of sugar and feel slag, and then start eating vegetables, and there's a quick shift. Not only of the shift of what's coming into you from the quarantine to the new way of living, to the new way of shopping, everything is changing all at once, correct? So we all had that time to reflect. So I noticed that you did use this wisely coming in the door, because there is a purification to you. There's a more gratefulness, playful energy, where maybe it was rigid coming through the door, or there was a little pain with it. All right. So I can't lie about it. Yeah, see, I can't lie about it. Here's this Queen of Swords holding the sword of truth. You know, maybe in actions and in choices. This also represents the choices with the sword, the way to strategize, the way to a mental clarity, which you do find in this purity. And I think you realize a tower moment was coming for yourself. Wow, beautiful story. Just beautiful right there, because you know, that's apologies, that's forgiveness, that's truth and purity. Like, you know, it's just beautiful, beautiful. Look, you know, maybe there is some Aries, there's a Leo or something. Maybe you wanted to change something. You know, you want to find clear. Maybe it's in the to do with the justice, because of here. You know, but you found some purity out of this situation. You're also concerned about how to do something with a younger energy, you know, and a path forward, right? But you find a way. You look, Sag, you find a way. You know, you really are making fast movement towards purity, fast movement in relaxing from a stressful situation, and a more kindred spirit for yourself, because your intuition's being used. Yeah, you learned a lot of lessons. It's something that you really purified from when you come through this door. You know, it is something that you're going to find clarity with in the middle of August. And listen, double fine, slow and steadily. Maybe you were moving so fast that you had to take a step back, you know, from reflection of a tower moment. And it really made you think about moving different. Think about your red road, where you didn't want that chain, right? Where there's been a transformation in your choices because of your reflection, and Hermit was beautiful. Could be a Virgo you're dealing with as well. You know, I love the ending of where you healed a lot, where you projected to your future. A lot of healing came about before you walked through the door. That's why you feel purer here. With a lesson. You realize something in the big lesson. Yeah. Could be Gemini, something in duality. Again, Gemini represent this is the magician. You're working with all four elements. You know, especially Earth is something that you're moving fast to attain a resource. They're asking you to slow that up. Because slow and steady, they brought that forward. Also in manifestation. Something quick you're doing. It's a new beginning, two new beginnings for something that has been purified. There's two, you know, maybe look at this passion with you. I cannot believe the fast movement, triple movement right here. It's something that you're not working on, that you got to learn from something. It's something you're doing a daily, Virgo. They're bringing my attention to Virgo. Also, you're running with a bit of heart, but you think you need it, but there's a lot of nervousness around there in the sacral. Excuse me. Also, communication. Pardon me. So you're thinking about doing something. You're very nervous about your movement about something. It could be doing with an Aries. It could be doing with a daily Virgo and or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So you're noticing these in these three factors. Something blocking something, and you know it. I'm sorry, I'm going to give it to you how it's reading. It ain't all bad because the purity is here, but there's really a strong link right here that almost, takes away your innocence. I want one more on that. Yeah, see, if you surrender to something, you know what I'm saying? There'll be such a new aspect to you. Surrender to that. It's a heavy load to hold. You want the transformation. You want it bad. Because you're listening, they're cleaning out your sacral chakra, something you had to learn right here, right? Maybe it was in your fast movement that was blocking your childlike innocence. Mm-hmm. You have an opportunity through this wheel, Sagittarius. This is what they're telling me. The Wheel of Fortune is about to turn up for you. If you release this and finally heal, there's something of a new beginning coming to you that, maybe there's a Virgo, a younger Virgo around that needs clarity, okay? Maybe there's a trust issue or a lesson learned with an Aries, could have been with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius as well. I feel Aries. But you appreciate the lesson. You found clarity in this lesson. Yeah, you're going to ground a lot of things in this lesson. You need some time out. You're really hermiting a lot. I hear that. They're telling me from the ancestor side. That would help ground you so that your choice would be easier for you and maybe it wouldn't seem like such a tower. You're a very strong individual, whoever you are. You're very intuitive. The wheels turned up a lot for you, and there's a lot of good energies. But there's also been a lot of towers. But you handled them like the king of wands you are. So, come on, Sag. You know that was a good reading because there's been a lot of towers. There's one that you're reflecting, but listen, you're going to gain control over that, Sag. Because there you are coming in. So far for Aries, there's a victory. Sagittarius, there's some towers, what's going down. So I think you also know what to do in the end of August. So I like it. We're going to go to our lovely Leos, which was sitting there in the sun sign here. I'm enjoying the cards. I think they're going through with whatever cards I'm picking. It was my first deck. I just started burning away, and then that's what they came to. So let me just make sure they're all down for you because that's what I'm told to do. And make sure, and look, it's actually ending with the Magician and Justice, so that's what they wanted me to take Sagittarius out, which is the older fire sign. And look, something to be revealed in the way this fortune goes around with Leo. So, did you see that? Because Fool is Leo. So there's something to be revealed. Wow, Leo, I wonder what that is for August. August, please, Spirit Guides. Alright, we're going to find out now. Healing. Moving forward, being your star player. I love that energy. You could be afar from somebody, but the love is there. There's so much healing there with you. I love that. There's something maybe you're questioning, a choice that you might have to, or you already made. You're looking at an expansion on it. I'm seeing that in that card. A lesson there of some sort, but we'll get going with my cards. Let me just get Sagittarius out, thank my spirit guide, so we can look at Leos, alright? Okay. Leo, let's see something. Listen, you knew something wasn't strong. You got power reversed, which I really don't read reversed, but you knew something wasn't strong. You came out in a reading with a Capricorn. Maybe there's something you're getting through a Capricorn in order to heal something, or you're being propelled forward for a Capricorn. This is Leo, please. August for clarification. August for clarification for our lovely Leos. Wow, Leo. I feel an intense energy with you. I knew it. I knew you were dealing with a Capricorn. You know, maybe there's something that you're trying to resist in this healing coming through. Yeah, but there's going to be a transformation. Something that you did, there's been a transformation because of it. So you realize a lot of healing with you. Yeah. Maybe there's something you're dealing with a Gemini with, right? Or the justice, that something was revealed through a Capricorn. And you feel there's been a transformation. But you also feel intuition wasn't being used, and you kind of had no patience for an older energy, a mom-like energy. Mm-hmm. You kind of wanted this transformation. The magician's there, you know, I see that. But you're also reflecting this. You know, maybe you're dealing with an Aries, or maybe you really didn't have a good intention there. Something that you didn't have control over. There was a lot of toxic around it. You knew that there was a lot of toxic around this person, and slowly and surely was being revealed. Maybe they were being judged, or you were being judged. Mm-hmm. Yeah, temperance, temperance. The universe is trying to tell you something, because I've seen temperance in that card as well. Maybe you have to be patient. Maybe there's something that you're trying to force and you don't like what's going on, you know, but it's also realizing that you are a part of it. Yeah. So here's the wheel upside down. You got the wheel upside down here, Leo. You know, maybe there was a karmic lesson that you had to complete. Okay? You or someone else. You're dealing with a Sagittarius, you're dealing with a Leo, and you could be dealing with an Aries. You also have Gemini here as well. Double Leo is on the board. Yeah, there's a lesson, the hyphenate upside down, maybe that wasn't learned. Maybe you weren't refusing to, you were only bending one way. You know, you really weren't going with normal growth. You were really bending to opposite. You were trying to resist the wheel. You were resisting what maybe you had to do, or responsibilities that you had to do, or what you were committed to. You know, maybe you didn't complete things with a Leo there. Okay? Leo is a link. You know, it could be a relationship. It could be the healing with backing it up. There's a relationship, crown thought, that's apart. Yeah, Fool. You know, maybe you're dealing with another Leo. There's also a move forward on your journey through this door, because there's been a transformation, but there's something incomplete. You know this, so it weighs heavy on you. Yeah, you knew it. You knew that, you know, there was no benefit in this. This would be prosperity. This would be, you didn't know what to do in a situation. It was a wash. It had no benefit to you, to what happened. You awakened to, wow, look what happened. So I know you're going through it. You knew you had a part in this as well. Yeah, you already had that wisdom that you knew, wow, look, you know, there's going to be a real awakening in your movement for you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it has to do with you. Somebody else had hope, and then you didn't complete a commitment with it. You know, there could have been an innocence involved with the young energy here in a healing manner of a path. The star is moving you forward in your own path. But you knew something that you were trying to control, with magician leading it. So there was a little bit of, I can make this happen, even if it wasn't good intention. You had hope that there would be a resistance. You had hope, you know, almost let them learn their lesson. You almost projected karma. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. You see, where there was no benefit, you were trying to get benefit. You were trying to use that, oh, I hope this happens. I hope that happens, that there would be no benefit to a situation. Yeah, you were holding emotionally, maybe love from afar, but you didn't say anything, and you watched it fall. Yeah. And now you're reflecting a judgment that you did. Mm-hmm. And someone else, I want to say that, you know. You know, there is a King of Cups here and a Queen of Cups here, so it was definitely a soulmates older parent situation, you know, dealing with love, dealing with hope. You know something that you're holding because those two hold their emotions. They don't say nothing. Very judgmental as well. And what you thought should have happened. Yeah. You know, you feel like there was some good luck coming in for yourself. You thought about it. You know, you really didn't want to complete something. You didn't want to be committed. You used everything and anything you could do. All right, could be dealing with Leo, yeah, to keep the soulmates from afar. The star being a soulmate from afar. So there's a, you know, there's wants to be healing within a soulmate. They want to begin. This could be you or somebody else. They're trying to use their judgment. You do have fire here. You have a root here. So it's a definitely family tree. You know there's double love there between two people. Could be dealing with another Gemini. I mean, another hope. Sorry. Leo. Leo is the hope sign. Yeah, you know, the high priestess reveals a lot of energy in this, right? You feel that. There was a lot of nostalgia from the past. You know, that maybe that's why this was held. Things were unstable in this relationship. But clarity was found with both parties, and you realize this. So let's see where you walk through the door. Because you found clarity. You knew something was unstable. You were kind of hoping and praying somebody didn't have a benefit with a soulmate. You know, trying to hold things, something from soulmates, a family. You know, you really wanted to project it forward without them being together. That was your hope and your clarity. You would do anything to cut it off. But there was a younger energy for it that suffered maybe, or you were thinking about an apology. You were also thinking about yourself there. Yeah, here's the star. So you found clarity to move forward for yourself, Leo. Double projecting, you had to move a lot. Things were unstable, maybe in a home. You know what I mean? There was nostalgia with that. There was an energy that was being revealed in front of you. And you really wanted to make an expansion and or leave it to your patience. You know, you had no choice. Wow, they're talking. You felt like something was an entrapment there. You know, you learned a lot from it. There was a karmic lesson there. So in the first week, when you walk through the door from this reflection, from this deep knowing of maybe what you were holding a soulmate, you know, to begin, you know, in hopes that it would be complete trapment, to hold, you know, maybe a younger energy, see, because that's younger, to cut off another home from a past. That's the energy that you were holding. And you knew it. So it's going to hit you in the head. Sucks. But you're going to release it. You know, those seeds, using those seeds to separate soulmates intentionally, not for a benefit, is Archangel Michael is asking for more of an equal give and take. Also, patience in that negative and positive to go with the normal flow. Yeah, and not leave something out. And move in a different manner. So that's what they're asking for. That's the advice. You know, let's look at your story, because in your reflection was deep, and you really held it with this quarantine. I feel bad for you, Leo. The universe is asking for patience, you know, double patience, actually. And I think you're trying to attain that. You're trying to heal something from the past. You felt it was complete. You probably would feel better for apologies, but you don't say nothing. You think about running to this person, but you don't say nothing. You just cut it off. You know, a lot of swords, a lot of Pisces era energy, you know, that war of having to be right, you know, a combat right there with the two swords, I got it, coming at each other, you know. Yeah, there was a balance that was needed. This might be judicial system involved in a situation or a choice that you're making with a child that you didn't want to be trapped in. You don't even want to hold an emotion or a burden. But it's also holding the emotion but not holding the responsibility. So you're almost happy that this is not an entrapment in a way. You know, you're working with a Capricorn in this situation about a younger sign. You're almost happy that there's another person that didn't begin, that there wasn't a union. I don't like your energy. I'm going to leave it up, but I don't like it. I'm sorry. That's real emotional movement coming in, and somebody's walking away from it. You walked away from something that you didn't want to bring together. There was love there, but you felt there was too much emotional combat and strife, so you didn't want to work on it. It was a wish of yours that a family member was taken from another family member. Maybe there was combat and strife, but the magician also means negative energy. Especially when you got the wheel of fortune upside down. Right? So you know something. That a wish of yours the wheel wasn't upright. So be careful of karma because the world wasn't complete. There was something that was left unfinished that you wished for, so that would come back around. That's called a lesson. Which also came upside down, because remember I said that we were willing to not bend. There wasn't a compromise there, or willing to work something out. So this will be coming back around. Strong, too. Strong. Here you are, upright. So I think you knew this, double temperance. So that in a reflection stage, you're going to balance something that was revealed. Because you realize that transformation, wasn't the right thing to do. It wasn't running an empire. You're resisting family. The emperor usually is a family orientated, wants to run family in a whole, not use it against to separate. I'm sorry, whoever this is for. I don't mean to put all Leos down, but you see how this reading's coming out. There is a revealing here that needs to be transformed. And look, they closed it, and it's upside down. So they put it right back to you. Again, gain that control in a whole. Be kind to your family. Be kind. Don't use past mistakes as a clutch to use them to separate. Work them out. Yeah, Two of Wands. Find a way to resist that toxic. You know what I mean? The Chariot, master that movement of a compromise, not just one all negative and one all positive. So you're going to notice something, I want to say, in the middle of the month. I'm sorry. And you're going to notice a little deception. And the transformation's coming at hand. So that's cool. So all of this, you will feel like maybe there's a chance to cut this off. You're thinking about this prominently. You're very nervous about it because your sacral's running hard to root this. Because you're thinking, wow, it wasn't done right, man. There's a lot of combat and strife. I need to walk away from this. Why couldn't I bring love in and work together? That would be a better king solution coming in, working on resources. You would be a lot happier and there wouldn't be an entrapment. Okay, this running to yourself, trying to find balance, but leaving something out is only holding love in and not expressing it. You want to begin a different way, but you're trying to use your judgment. And in this hermit stage, the portal already opened, but it's not closed 8/8. You have some time, but there's karma here. That's an entrapment that has no choice but to come back to an expansion. I don't know who this message is for. So don't lose faith that you're not going to know what to do. Because the magician is present, right? The temperance, the double temperance, but there's also soulmates that are not together that needed to be expanded in a double star journey. And it's clear. So you're going to find a lot of clarity. You're running with your heart. You're going to figure it out. This relationship has to come together. It's a part. You have to find clarity in it because you're not looking what's right in front of you. You're just worried about business right now, but you're going to reflect it. First, second week might be into September. It's going to be your prominent thought because your heart's telling you different. And your gut's telling you, you know, there's a root issue with it. Those are the prominent, say, double heart here. Double nervousness. Double rooting to an idea with thought and clarity. In a healing manner. You know it would heal a lot. It would probably actually be a good opportunity for you to share some of the burdens that you have to come up with. There would be a more innocence about you in the beginning. You know, maybe there's some kind of love issue you're going to find within yourself and an opportunity because you're going to make the right choice. I'm glad to see that. Whew, I was sweating it, Leos. Leo, your energy is going through a lot right now because you guys are the link of the family, right? So if this didn't resonate with a lot of you, and if it resonated, take what resonates, leave what don't. But there was a choice that was an opportunity in business for you. Somebody else is also weighing that choice. They're nervous about that. There's a soulmate that is separated right here that also needs a double healing. You know you have to you can control that double healing in two soulmates, but you hold it back in a magician energy from a past situation. Queen of clarity. You know it. Please think about what you're doing through 8-8. Do you really want to go back to where you were? You know, Aries, Sagittarius, to slow down maybe what you're working on, Leo. You know, you're the youngest one out of it. So you're the link, though. You're the link to the heart. You're the link to the family. So something's pulling on your heart right here, but there's something that the angels know you know. Your ancestors on the other side have been telling you. There's a root issue. There's root right here all over the outskirts of this, which represent family. There's also nervousness right up the middle, but truth is there. And it leads with love, so you can't fight that. Even if you think it shouldn't be, you don't want it to be. The prosperity card being upside down, love's leading this. There's a Leo that's not moving in a heart manner. And that's the unknown. I feel for you because it's something that you're afraid of that you're bringing forward in August. You feel it's an entrapment. Oh, come on. Listen, there's no victory in what you're doing, right? You know, it hurts. So please strategize. I know it feels like a lot right now, but really, really, I'm sorry about this reading. So heartfelt in June, but that's the way I read. I'm not judging anybody. I know this is a hard decision, whatever happened in the past. But it is also a karmic lesson in a duality between two people here. And the one that did this is a younger energy, made two adults realize, hey, is two people standing up so strong that there's pain for a younger one? You know what you want. You know, you really do. Maybe there's some fear of being hurt with this. You know, maybe there's some fear of being hurt. The Gemini could have been involved. That was painful. Maybe you feel something you wanted didn't go right, right? But there was a lot of feel in all aspects of whoever was on this journey with you. You weren't alone. But there is a solution forward. Yeah. This is a mom that's not using her intuition. That's a mother energy. Juggling. You're juggling a lot right now. Maybe you're a mom and you're juggling a lot right now. You're trying to do the best, you know, for yourself. But there's something else that you have to think about. It's awfully heavy. There's a lot of healing that needs to be done on this. And there's a duality of it, a choice, because there'll be a brighter wisdom being used. You will gain from this. You know, this is what you're awakening for. You're going to realize that maybe what you wish for really has no benefit. So there's going to be awakening for you, Leo. Wow. But there's also going to be a new beginning, so don't panic. But I had to bring that out to you, that you were juggling that, because maybe I'm going to show you that with the star up, you know, you are going to find a way, you know. Look what stayed in the cards. You know, that wish with you, that the wheel, you know, these were all your cards. So please have patience and balance that out. And I think a lot will go through. You know, maybe you'll find a solution to come together instead of apart, because this is a strong relationship that's affecting one or more parties. That's why. You know, because the magician is just in choices. I think if you make the right choice to do what you have to do, whatever your situation is, you're going to have a good reflection. You've had a hard book. I've seen your book. A lot of prosperity with family. You had to go through a lot of lessons with it as well. I'm hearing that. You know, Leo, you're reading this awakening is going to be kick-ass for you, because you're going to notice something. You really are. You're going to really notice how maybe you helped another person through a tower as well, because you didn't resist. There was a fear to transform here, right? There was an uneven balance of running an empire. It had to come down. But the wheel is now trying to begin and make a magic, right? So, and to balance that out. So don't resist that. Heal with that turning of the wheel. If you resist the healing or the way forward to have a better resolution for you and your surroundings, love thy neighbor, love thy soulmate, you'll be okay. I just feel that. Yeah, full energy. So there's a young beginning coming to you. You're going to notice something in August. Wow, fire signs. You're really moving forward. Lots of passion, you know, in a whole. The fire signs are using their intuitions. And, you know, really releasing what may have been held. One more, please. And soulmates. So, again, you know, they really want you to release, use your intuition, and, you know, move that in a different way. That's what they're saying. Don't wait no longer. Something has to be done here, or they're going to create a tower. Wow. Don't resist it. Just do what you have to do. Don't resist it. That's what has to. They're working on behind the scenes to bring something together, Leo. If you have to resist it, it's just going to be worse on yourself. That's what that just said. Yes. Use your judgment. You know, look, using your judgment and strength creates such a strong tree together, right? You're strong, man. I love Leos. You're my favorite sign. You are. You're my favorite sign. I mean, I don't mean to play favorites, but Leo operates the hot, and that's what I lead with. You know, I don't want you to think coming into August it's going to be so hot. I know this was a long video, you know, 57:32. To submit to something you were stuck with. There's going to be a victory. All fire signs look like they know what they're doing. I love your energy. There is a pent up with the fire, but you're going to stabilize things from the past. You are. There's an energy from it. Please release that. Find that clarity. But there's something unfinished for all fire signs. It's going to be a victory, something you work on, and something you reflect about. So all fire signs are quite busy. They're juggling on a lot. Don't worry, it looks good. Look at the me and you, too, coming through the door, so you get a perspective of what singles are going through. I just did that yesterday. All right, take care, fire signs. Just because I felt like it. Please, I didn't judge anybody. No judgment. It's just the way the cards came out. I ran with it. You know, the passion. And I'm a fire sign Aries, so you know they speak the truth. All right, take care.